Hey, it's Captain Kazoo. Don't drop things on drums. And this is Captain Kazoo's Kazoo Review. And we've got a lot of things to talk about, to discuss, because we have not been back in the studio for quite some time. We've been doing mainly some music videos, things we've been catching up with in the studio. And I've got some notes here that I've put down here. Okay, there's a couple of things that I've got to talk to. I just last week, what's today? Today's Wednesday. Well, I guess last week, Thursday, Friday, I guess I received a notice, a mail in the mail from the government, from the U.S. government, from Barack Obama, from the president, from the stimulus package, and the notification alerted me to the fact that my stimulus package, a stimulus package for Captain Kazoo, and of course you know I'm a senior citizen, so I get an extra special stimulus package. And according to this this memo, or this letter that I got from the government, I'm going to receive excuse me, I'm choking up, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm going to receive a stimulus check for, you better sit down, $250. Yay! I don't know what. Well, I don't know whether I should invest in stocks. That sounds like a good idea. Or invest in real estate. That sounds like a good idea. Or should I just blow it on something stupid like food? I don't know what I'm going to do with all that money. In any event, this has been a month for unusual things to happen. We received a request a week ago for 200 Kazoos, which we, of course, immediately responded to and delivered 200 Kazoos. These Kazoos were being used at a memorial service for a neighbor of mine who had passed away. And he was a really a nice guy. I mean, we weren't good friends, but we spoke, and I had talked with him, and I think he even did some business with my son, but that's beside the point. He was a nice guy. He passed away, and his wife, being a nice guy also, didn't want there to be a cloud of doom hanging over the memorial service, because it was a memorial about this gentleman's life. I'm not going to give his name or any more information than that. But what his wife had decided to do was to get some Kazoos, pass out Kazoos to all the people at the memorial service, and at the end have everybody join in for a Kazoo rendition of Taps. Taps. Da da da, da da da. And I wasn't able to attend myself. I had other commitments, but I received information just a day or so ago from this gentleman's wife, and she said it was wonderful, everything went fine, and she is thanking everybody for participating and making it an occasion of joy instead of sadness. Anyway, aside from that, things have been pretty normal. If you've noticed, we've mounted, posted two, what I'm calling music videos. Actually, they're not music, not video videos. And the first one was called Seascape, or Sealscape, S-E-A-L. And this was some old film that I found that was taken at Ano Nuevo beach in Santa Cruz, maybe 20, 30 years ago. Let's see, probably 30 years ago. And this was before restrictions were placed on the beach area that now, in present day, does not allow visitors, people, the public, to actually get on the beach and intermingle with the seals. But 30 years ago you could do that. And I took these videos when I had the kids at the beach looking at seals and other things that were on the beach. And when I saw that, I said, that's just perfect. And I happened to have a piece of music that I had just created that seemed to go along with it just fine. I think that I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to look in here and see where the heck we are. You know, I can see you guys. I told you that once before. I told you I could see you guys. Oh, hey, what are you doing over there? Weirdos. Weirdos. Anyway, take a look at the music videos. And not music. Not, N-O-T, stands for non-objective trance. Much like non-objective art, non-objective painting. It's not an abstract, it's not anything, it's just something. It's like Jackson Pollock, he just throws the paint on the floor, pours it out of the can on the floor and squishes it around over a stick. And he says, that's art, and he gets $1 billion and he's in all the famous books. Well, I follow the Jackson Pollock rule of order, which is whatever drips on the canvas stays on the canvas. So the not music, not video videos are just that. So enjoy them if you can, and if you can't, just ignore them. But if you love them, or if you like them, give me a couple of stars. I mean, you know, it's free. You go like this and you got a star. Okay. The next thing, which is I've got to talk about, are the game videos. The game videos, which are now called Match Up, or Match Up, really started out as a parade of Kazooz that we acquired during 2008, which the first video, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention Bits of Pisces, which is stuff that fell out of my head onto the tape and got to be a not music, not video, called Bits of Pisces. But getting back to Matchup, this started out as a parade of Kazoo items that we had acquired during 2008. But when I first posted that and I looked at it, I said, wait a minute, this is a game. So we made it into a game, and then we refined the game, made the game more difficult in Matchup Part 2. So that's what we've been doing up to this point. I'm looking at all my notes. Matchup, Bits of Pieces, Sealscape, Kazooz for the Funeral. Now, Michael Luckenbill on the V1000 on the vocalizer. This guy right here. I keep telling you folks out there that these guys don't work together very well with other instruments, with real musical instruments. This is a synthesizer, and it kind of has a mind of its own, and it's very complicated. It looks simple on the surface, but it's very complicated. So what I want you to do, Michael, is rather than go through a lot of stuff here, what you need to get is a manual. This is a manual for the Vocalizer 1000. The best place to get a manual is on the internet at Greywings, GREYWINGS.com. Michael, that's all I can tell you. What I said in the emails that I sent you, that's the way I work with it. I really allow it to do whatever it wants to do, because that's the kind of guy I am. you want to restrain it and make it fit into what you want to do, that may be a little bit more difficult. But in any event, go to Gray Wings, download a manual so you can look at all the in fact, if you go to Google and Google graywings.com, or just Google Vocalizer 1000, you'll find a whole list of things about vocalizers and what they can do and what they can't do. Okay? Now, what else have I got down there? And that's for Michael, and thank you very much, Michael, for corresponding with us, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm throwing this stuff over here. I'm going to look one more time. My clock, I don't think my clock is not that accurate, and I'm now at 10:41, so I'm already over. Goodbye. Keep on humming. I'll see you in a minute. I'll be right back.